Hey everybody, Coach John here, back again on the road. Wasn't planning on doing a video or recording a podcast, but you know what? Some things got on my mind, on my heart. Excuse me. Besides all this construction up ahead, so I'm going to go a different way. There we go. Listen, ran into school today. Wanted to take my computer in that I've had at home all summer working on, and we're all, last 6 months, I should say. Just to dock it in at the station, plug it in, get the updates that it hasn't had in all this time, and just kind of leave it there. And I'm going back in tomorrow. We have a teacher day, 2 teacher days coming up later this week on Wednesday, Thursday. So today is August 31st, and we have 2 teacher days coming up where I got some stuff to do online. But we are, quick side note, we are at this point, we are going back to school, and we are having 25% of our kids come in at a time on a day. And it's just a half day. We have schedules set up to where the other parts of the day, we will be doing some online lessons with the other classes, the other kids that don't come in. It's all broken down by alphabet. We have a 2-week schedule of this, and then we're going to go from there. We're going to see how it goes. But a couple things. First off, walking in today, I've been in a couple times throughout the summer just to check my mail and pick up something that I forgot or whatever. I saw a couple people, but I saw more people today. And in talking to some people, some of my coworkers, and seeing what they've been through during this time, and just the emotion, not only of listening to them and getting caught up with things they've been through, ups and downs in life, but how much I miss working with them, and how much I take for granted the fact that I really do enjoy the job that I have as being a high school teacher. And in my room, getting a couple things set up and taking out of cabinets and stuff, I just felt this rush of emotion, and it really, part of me is surprised, part of me is not, but I'm just very blessed to have this emotion, I guess, and have the tears kind of welling up in my eyes a little bit. And it also hit the point, I had a great conversation with Tony. She's one of our tech people, and we were talking about the need of this year. And it's been a theme, but it's going to be expanded, I think. It's been a district theme from our superintendent, Dr. Joseph DePonio, and Mrs. Bross, our principal, has been talking about it. Mr. Stevens, Coach Pop, all our administrative team at the high school, about having more compassion, more patience, more kindness, grace, and empathy. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other things we could throw in there, because it really is lacking. That's the one thing that Tony and I talking about today really kind of hit upon, that we don't see much of it. And my good buddy Don LaFleur and his wife Maureen, we sat outside. My wife and I sat outside the other night with them. Had a nice fire going. Don always has a great bottle of wine to share, and Don and I were talking. All of us were talking about the fact of how leadership is so lacking today. Leadership is missing big time. Now, it was before COVID too, right? And when I'm talking about leadership missing, there's a lot of blame going on. There's a lot of lack of ownership. There's a lot of lack of empathy, and here, take my hand, let me show you what to do. There's a lot of, in order for me to win, you got to lose. There's a lot of nobody stepping up to do what needs to be done. Even if it's picking up a piece of garbage, whether it's on the side of the road, in your yard, in the hallway at work or school or whatever. Looking out for other people, looking out to encourage other people. The list can go on and on about leadership. And, it will, obviously, as I get more back into school and doing some of the things I want to do. But it just, Tony and I were talking to the point of that's why we need to do it. That's why we do need to be more kind. That's why we do need to show more compassion and show more encouragement of others. Have more grace for ourselves and others. Be kind to ourselves. Just listening to John O'Leary's podcast. And again, his guest bringing the fact up. We've got to be kind to ourselves. And the empathy. Walk in somebody's shoes. Because let me tell you, this COVID, it's a one singular event, this virus, right? The virus itself has affected so many people in so many different ways. And it really turns the spotlight on the lack of leadership. And then the same token, it really turns the spotlight on the opportunity for all of us to improve in those areas. And boy, oh boy, I tell you, if you start showing more leadership in general, kindness, empathy, serving others, right? Grace and compassion, patience, encouraging others. The list goes on and on and on about leadership factors. If you start showing and doing more of that in your life, at home with your family, with your friends, at work, everywhere you go, not only are you going to find more opportunities and more doors opening up for yourself, but you're going to find richer, deeper, and more number, right? Greater number of relationships that I think it's just going to be absolutely amazing. Okay? So try that. The world needs it more now than ever before, you guys. Right? Just something that the guest on John O'Leary's podcast said. Say yes to the dress. And I forgot I don't watch it. It's on TLC. Wedding dress. I'll have to put the link in when I get home. I'll put the link in if I'm going to put this on Facebook or someplace, or I'll put the link in the show notes on the podcast for sure. That's why I'm trying to do this for a podcast. She just brought up so many things that I said, you know what, I gotta get this out. I gotta share this, and that's what I'm trying to do now. Okay, and it worked out. You know what? I'm behind a cement mixer right now, you guys. All right, and he's been turning the same way I've been going for a couple miles now. And normally I try to speed up and get around him. And other people were doing that. And I said, you know what? I was listening to the rest of the podcast. It was finishing up. I said, John, you need the extra time. All right? You need the extra time. So it's a blessing that you're going slower right now. Don't rush, right? Don't speed up and try to get around him like everybody else and get out of my way and horns beeping. And no. Take a deep breath. Slow down. You'll have some time to get this podcast in. So I'm glad I did. All right. Hey, you guys, I hope this helps. And I hope whatever you're going through as we get into September here, this show will probably come out in the first couple days of September, that you're doing better, that you are looking to do more, that you're looking to lead more, that you're looking to all these things I mentioned and even more. Find those, because it's lacking, you guys. The world needs it. And when I say the world, wherever you are at, that's the place that needs it. So don't think that, whatever I got to do, it's got to affect Russia, it's got to affect this or that, half a world away, or if you're in Russia, United States or South America. No. Wherever you are at, the world needs you to do that right where you're at. Okay? All right, you guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm fired up. I'm excited. A little bit nervous, but it's all good. Okay? So find me over at Facebook at Coach to Expect Success. Over on Twitter at Coach2Success. Over on Instagram at Coach John Daly, and of course, Coach2ExpectSuccess.com. That's the place you can find the book list there. Man, I'm going to miss my time reading my books, I'll tell you that. Holy cow. The time where I've been able to, start off my day with a cup of coffee and everything, sitting with my dog. My dog is going to be so sad, so depressed when I start heading into work next week. I'm going to be down too, I'll tell you that right now. Little side note, I'm going to miss the heck out of my dog. Being home, at least seeing my wife every day, even when she was going to work. I was still there sending her off and making sure she had her stuff, and seeing my kids every day. It's going to be tough. And but you know what? Like I just said, I got all excited leaving school today and emotional because I was there. So I guess it's best of both worlds. But hey, long tangent there. okay? But you guys keep doing what you got to do. Keep taking care of yourselves and each other. We'll talk again soon. See ya.